Welcome! I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up! I made this cute card with products from Stampin' Up! I sell the products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. Click the links for the products to be taken to my online store and you can make this card too. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. My friend Karen and I make cards as a ministry. We love getting together and making cards together. Unfortunately, during this time, we can't get together. So we need to figure out products that we both own. Because we make lots of cards, it's better if we can be as economical as we can and also to minimize the work. The result is simple stamping, and simple stamping cards are the best. This one does not use a die cutting machine and you can make this with minimal products. I'm using Good Morning Magnolia and basic gray ink. I also have a pumpkin pie marker, but you could use any orange marker. I have a piece of So Saffron that's 2.5 by 2 3/4, and I need about 3 inches of this beautiful, beautiful Just Jade ribbon. And to make cutting more convenient, I do this all the time, so I've got some cardboard. This is kind of thick cardboard that I have cut just, I think it's 2 inches by 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And I'm going to use my 6-inch piece. I just need 3 inches. So this is 2 pieces, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and I'm going to cut 14 right now. And I need to just slide that off here. And I've kind of folded it so I know where it is. And I'm going to cut this at an angle. And then on this other side, I'm going to cut that at an angle. And then I'll fold it and give it a little pinch. And cut this at that same angle. And then the same here. One sheet of basic gray will make 2 cards. I've already cut up the Whisper White, so this is 4 by 5 1/4. You can get 4 of those out of one sheet. This is 2.5 by 4. You can get 8 of those out of a sheet. These are all real basic layering sizes that I keep on hand. And I would really recommend a Stamparatus, especially if you're doing lots of cards. You might not be making cards for a church ministry, but maybe you're getting ready to send out holiday cards. So these ideas would be great for holiday cards. Just change up the stamp and the colors and you'll be ready to go. The first thing I'm going to do is score the cardstock at 2 3/4. And then I'm going to turn and cut it at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to stack these up and open this up and cut at 8 1/4. So that gives me 2 card bases. And 2 of the layers. And I have a large white layer and a small white layer. And that's this. Plus I need a piece of Designer Series paper that is 2.5 by 4 that will go here. Anytime you can cut in measurements of 3 by 4 or 2 by 4 or 2 by 6, things that go evenly into a 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper. It's a good thing. This is actually a little bit smaller than that, so you will have leftovers, but you can get 3 going this way and 4 going this way, so you can get 12 of these pieces from one 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper. Getting ready to stamp. We are using Good Morning Magnolia, and I'm using this piece right on the edge. So I'll put that there. And I'm going to want this right here. So I'll lay that out, pick it up, and ink it up. And I might as well go ahead and put those together. So this is my card base. Just going to fold it and crease it, and I'll go ahead and put these on the inside. And that is beautiful. And I'll go ahead and put the designer series paper on, and that goes here. I could be putting this layer on with dimensionals, but I will be putting the flower on with dimensionals too, so I don't want to get too thick for the post office, especially when I'm doing a lot of cards. And I'm just going to put some adhesive here. I don't want to go over the edge. I want to be sure and have this whole swirl showing. So right about there. Bringing in the Stamparatus again, and clean plate. I guess I'll put this piece about there, and I want to center this flower. This is obviously way too big. I want to put this flower in the center and get as much of the leaves as I can get there. So I'll put that there. So this whole leaf, this one, and then most of this will be off of the card. And ink it up. And that will be beautiful. I also want to stamp the So Saffron. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it so I can see where my flower is going. And I'll put this here. And I'm just going to mark on my grid paper where that piece is going. And I'll ink it up again and stamp it. Then I just need to color in the center of the flowers. That's all the coloring I'm going to be doing. I am going to fussy cut this flower, but this is a fairly easy thing to fussy cut. Just need to center this on my gray cardstock, basic gray. And then I want to have one of these pieces of ribbon, and I want the fold to be somewhere in here, and I want, and then that will go off the side. Then I just need some dimensionals on the back of the flower. I need 3 or 4. And just put this right on top of the flower underneath. When you're writing your message, you'll need to keep in mind that your message needs to go here, or it can go across this way in the center, You just don't want to have a lot of writing here. And that's it. Beautiful card. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. Under Shop, you'll find products from Bev, frequent shopper points. If you click Products from Bev, you'll find out how to share my Evernote notebook, a completely searchable catalog of all the current products, and I have taggers. You can give a name to each one of those dies. I also have a cardstock sampler with all of the current Stampin' Up! Colors. And if you've purchased one in the past, I have an updater with all the brand new in colors. And if you're getting one now, I have a backdater so you can get last year's in colors. And I have a fine tip glue pen replacement tips. So if your glue pen tip gets clogged, just swap it out. I have heavy duty reclosable bags. There are some for the 6x6 papers and some for the 12x12 papers. And you can get a bow maker from my friend Gidget. Under Inspiration, you can scroll my projects. You can scroll through the basics. You'll learn what's special about Stampin' Up! Stamps. You can learn about our color families and all the wonderful products that come in the color families. Some ideas for coloring. There's information about cutting, including how I store my card bases and layers. If you're wondering about all of our new adhesives, there's all kinds of information about those and some of my favorite tools. Under Getting Organized, you'll find a link for my stamp case slips, product labels, large labels, case inserts, a lot of color tools, a practically free stamp pad storage solution, catalog tabs, a quick reference, and a wish list with a catalog index, basic toolkit to go, and a little compact desktop tool box. You can tour my craft space. Under color tools, you can make your own cardstock sampler with labels here. There's a DSP divider, and there's a quarter sheet size DSP sampler. I have lots of color charts. I have a sponge dauber case insert, color wheel, a color chart with autocorrect and RGB codes. Under Sit Together, if we ever get a chance to meet in home and craft together, you can find about my next classes, and you can find out how to join my team, where you can save money or make money. Almost all of those resources are free. More organization means more time for crafting. Talk to you soon. Bye.